is the syncopation.
It's all leg work.
Meshuggah is all about the syncopation.
Does he have a microphone in his butthole?
He does now.
Yeah. No, that was just showing why he should have.
Look at this swelling cap. West Mall.
I got a swollen cap.
This
God.
is the episode
I
for
love
anyone
West
who
Mall
wants
Triple.
to like learn about Belgian beer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's Belgian Beer Week, dude. Or is it Belgian Week?
It's Belgian.
I think yesterday was Belgian Independence Day, but the Belgian Independence Week is through today. So this is the last day, as far as I
So you're saying this
can
is the
tell.
last time I can get the badge?
Is there an untapped badge? Probably.
It's Belgian. It's Belgian National Day.
I have no
Today?
idea.
What does that even mean?
It's 21st of July,
I'll
which
let Matt
is
figure these out.
yesterday. Yes.
Yeah.
Figure these out, Matt.
So we have 5, I think, Trappist beers.
La Trappe is obviously last-ish.
I love La Trappe. It's so good.
These are some heavy
Heavy hitters.
That's all they had. So
heavy bears.
what can I say?
Shimmy Blue, dude. Oh my god. I
Before
don't
we
buy
start,
this beer
I should
enough.
probably refill my water.
Go for
Probably a good
Here's
idea.
This one right here. Yeah, go for it.
Oh.
I've filtered it at home.
Just gets stuck in your head, doesn't it?
Should redo that with the queefs.
Just realized there was no reason for me to put these flags on the table right now. So if you guys want to set them aside.
Oh my god. No, I'm gonna wave my Belgian flag. It's a high flying Belgian flag. It's a high flying Belgian flag.
I want. Hang on, I gotta find the. Let me see here.
It's take somebody's eyeball off this thing.
I want a flag.
I want to flag.
No flag, no country.
Sorry, that's the rules.
Those are the rules that I just made up.
Yes, but do you have a flag?
Do you have a flag?
There's 1 billion people living here. What are you talking about?
There we go.
Okay, here we go. Ready?
We're all flaggy.
Bunch of flags.
Hands up.
That's not a... Hands up, don't shoot.
No.
Notre Belgique, ô mère chérie, à toi nos cœurs, à toi nos bras, à toi notre sang, patrie, nous le jurons. Tu vivras toujours grande et belle.
Welcome to Fort Brewers. Here's my background as always. I'm joined by
John Holzer.
Greg Daigle.
And Jacob Telemontes.
Jason Harris is not with us again, so Jacob Talamontes is joining us. Hey, man.
Hey.
That was the Belgian national anthem because we're doing some Belgian beer on the show today.
It is Belgian.
It's not the Olympics, and Belgian dude just didn't win an award.
No, it was.
We're drinking Belgian beers.
Thanks, YouTube.
It's Independence Week. And
Yeah,
the 21st was what? For
The
Belgium?
21st was Belgian National Day.
There you go.
Or National Feestdag de Belgique.
And if you like beer, you probably like Belgium. So
Oh, yeah.
we're drinking a bunch of Belgian beer on the show today.
Keep them independent.
We are going to start with some Rodenbach.
This
We're
is like
gonna start
the
with Rodenbach, really? Wow.
Yeah, everything else is real big here.
Okay, but-
we're gonna be drunk.
Yeah.
all right.
Can you hand me the opener there?
Yep.
Greg? So, I mean, Belgium. What haven't we said about Belgian beer on this show?
I mean, when you go into your beer store and you see these beers sitting on the shelf, and you go, I'm just going to buy a 6-pack of fresh canned IPA. Instead, there's these beautiful beers that hang out. They linger on your shelves, and you should probably buy them every now and then.
For some friends.
Waiting for some love.
You should try them every now and then. You know, check back in, recalibrate your palate.
Yeah, we got some classics in here that are definitely worth.
These are the quintessential Belgian beers that you should be buying on a regular basis. Just throwing in your, in the mix.
Yep.
Bring them to a bottle share.
Yep. Now, Rodenbach was the first sour beer I ever had.
Me too.
And Rodenbach's real interesting because it's actually a blend of part sour beer but part not sour beer. I think regular Rodenbach is only like 25% sour beer. So, like when it comes to sour beer, this is actually pretty malty.
It's very malty, is it? What's the style? Flemish red?
This is Flemish red. This is like the standard for Flemish red. You know what I mean? Like when you think of American Pale Ale, you think of Sierra Nevada Pale Ale. Like when you think of like Flemish red, Rodenbach is essentially it.
And essentially, correct me if I'm wrong, this region of Belgium can't grow grapes, and they're jealous of their French neighbors that could make fine wines and stuff. So they're like, let's make the most wine-like beer we can, and this was Rodenbach?
No, actually, that's not it at all.
Okay. Correct me if I'm wrong, and I'm wrong.
No, well,
I read that somewhere.
Well, essentially, that might be part of it, but Alexander Rodenbach originally learned how to make beer from the British. Right. And so this was when porter was a thing and porter would go sour. Mm-hmm. And so you would end up blending sour porter with fresh porter in order to get like the standard product. That's how you got consistency. That's how Alexander Rodenbach learnred how to make beer. That's the techniques that he took back to Belgium. Right.
Was this before Louis Pasteur kind of
way
1840s?
Before. Way before. And so
this was back when there were only 3 ingredients in beer.
Yeah, exactly. So what happened was like they eventually, now I'm kind of making assumptions here, but just because, palates are different in different areas, they kind of erred more towards the sour side. Instead of trying to smother that, they just use that as part of the flavor profile.
Okay.
And so that just kind of evolved over time into Rodenbach.
Oh.
Rodenbach Grand Cru, by the way, is all sour beer, but this one is the blended one. And so...
Which means it's delicious.
Mm-hmm.
They had the Grand Cru, but I mean, I didn't want to spend the money. So
this is damn fine beer, though.
I mean,
if you're going to check in with
classic.
a beer, it's a classic. Yeah, exactly. Jacob got it.
I have a feeling we're going to be saying that a lot.
For sure.
It's a classic.
This is actually really cool for me because I'm going through Michael Tonsmeyer's American Sour Beer right now.
Nice.
And so he starts it off with, the classics, going through all the Belgian style sour so you can appreciate and kind of understand the American style. I mean, what better way to appreciate how sour started than by drinking the Belgians?
Yeah, exactly.
Both sour and non, because they still get so much from each other.
And it's so interesting because like the regular Rodenbach is still brewed to be like a malty beer. You compare that to the lambic styles, which are specifically supposed to be, sour, funky like type of beers. And this is almost like engineered to kind of, I don't know, smear that a little bit. You know what I mean? And so, like I said, you smell it, and it smells like Flemish red,
Yeah, it's got like a kind of brown sugary cherry, little bit of a green apple-y thing, too, for me.
It's a little bit,
really good.
It's a little bit green apple-y. It's almost like a little bit cough syrupy, a little bit in like the cherry aroma, but...
yeah, it's a cough syrup cherry, not like a fresh...
Yeah,
I guess,
but
Oregon cherry, I don't know.
Yeah, but it still has that like, malty thing. It still has like a lot of like baking spice thing. It has like
the maraschino thing.
Yeah, and it has like a nuttiness to it. But that's all like on top of the whole like, kind of acetic Flemish red thing.
We've had this a lot more acetic in the past.
I was gonna say this is pretty mild from what I have Rodenbach Grand Cru pretty fresh in my memory, and I kind of reminded me of like Coca-Cola, oddly enough.
Yeah, this isn't as tart as I thought it would be. I can't remember the last time I had this beer, but even acetic notes on the flavor. I mean, it's there on the aroma, but the flavor on this is kind of just middle of the road for everything.
Yeah.
You know, it's a sweet beer, but it's not, it's not like you're drinking brown sugar.
Yeah, it's not
Yeah.
that sweet. I mean, it's not as sweet as like a Duchess. By the way, I fucking hate that beer.
Oh,
Just want to point that
God,
out.
yeah.
I
Duchess-
remember the first time I had Duchess, and
It's
I
gross.
don't want to go back.
So, quick note on that.
Okay.
I'm part of a beertography group, so just a bunch of beer nerds that also have cameras.
Right.
And most of them right now are just IPAs, like just the whatever hazy IPAs in their vicinity that graft towards that.
Right.
Yeah, but one of them is starting to get towards sours, and he was introduced via Duchess. And
That's
my
unfortunate.
my instinct is always just like, oh God, why? But at the same
Yeah.
time, it's like, that's how a lot of my friends actually started drinking sours.
Yeah.
Duchess was widely available. They started drinking it. They didn't know what the fuck they were putting in their mouth,
Yeah,
but
man.
they liked it.
Yeah.
And so they started having more and more, and now they're drinking better sours.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's funny because Duchess just like seems to amplify, like the sweet thing and the vinegar thing
Yeah.
to the point where
It's balsamic vinegar.
gross.
Oh yeah,
It's carbonated
Just-
balsamic.
It's just gross.
But if you've never had sour, for some people that's actually a good way, like a gateway.
it's so it's so striking when you're just used to like beer.
yeah.
You know what I mean? But like it's to me, this like takes all of those aspects and mellows them out into something just really super drinkable.
Yes.
You know? So-
I would take this any day over Duchess.
Yeah,
I would
Duchess-
take a swift kick in the nuts over Duchess any day.
I did that as one of our blind beers once, and
What? A swift
everybody's
kick,
like,
a swift kick in the nuts?
"We should do that." But I did going in blind, and I brought you guys a Duchess.
Oh
beer,
yeah,
and
and I remember I picked it
you're
out
like, "God
immediately.
damn it, this is Duchess."
Yeah, picked it
a
out
dumb
immediately.
bucket.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Duchess.
that beer is really fucking gross.
That beer for me was never really like. I remember the first time I had it, and it was just like, this is
It's
fucking
disgusting.
horrible,
So nasty.
and it was so bad. I can probably still like. Yeah,
It's like hiking through the Africa crotch sweat.
what?
Like,
Have you hiked through Africa?
no,
Gotten
I'm
crotch
just saying
sweat?
you're gonna have some hot.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's a
You're
very
gonna have some-
notable. You can get the same thing at the gym, right? Like the crotch sweat is crotch sweat.
Yeah, but there's
I
air
don't-
conditioning
I
at
don't
my
think.
gym.
I don't think depending.
But
I don't
it's
think
not aged in barrels.
That's-
Africa hot. You ever
Yeah, I
heard
was-
that term? It's Africa hot.
No,
It's Africa hot.
no. I did not know that was a thing. I think crotch sweat is just crotch sweat though. I'm sticking to that. I think I'm sticking to the your crotch sweat is going to smell the same no matter where you are.
I mean, if you're at the gym, there's
So
air
this
conditioning.
classic
fans.
beer-
You're
Biggest-
still going to sweat though. You're exercising. If you're not sweating at the gym, you're doing something wrong.
It's like,
That's true.
all right,
Yeah,
whatever.
that's-
Greg's not with it.
At least you can cool it off at the gym.
There are fans everywhere.
Hand
You can
dryers.
stand up.
Hand dryers.
But yeah, for I think this beer is good for introducing people to sour beer. The Rodenbach, just the regular Rodenbach, because I'm assuming they're pretty consistent, and this has those acetic aroma qualities. The sour, fruity, funky, not funky, brown sugary kind of aromas. But it's not gonna like destroy your palate when you drink it. It's
Yeah, I mean, you give someone a lambic for like the first time they've had a sour
Yeah.
beer, like that can be a dodgy proposition.
yeah.
Check on YouTube for Michael Jackson's Beer Hunter thing, where he does like he goes around Belgium and stuff.
Speaking of classics,
Yeah, speaking of class, and he visits all these dudes that are in like monk outfits and shit, and he's talking to the dudes that brew this beer.
Were they actually monks? Because I
Yeah,
think that
I
just
mean,
means they were in their
they're-
clothes. I don't think they were wearing
They're
outfits.
monks.
these monks were cosplaying as monks.
They're monkish. And,
Yeah, I think they were just wearing their robes.
I mean, they're monk dudes. They're monk bros
Monk bros.
making beers.
Yeah, I just prayed for like 4 hours, dude. It was crazy.
Dude, look at this.
Really felt the touch of the Lord.
I got my prayer on.
2 fingers ahead.
Oh,
I prayed like a motherfucker. Dude.
you're getting real Orange County right now.
I prayed like a motherfucker.
I just like put my hands together like, wooja.
Wow. Zingba.
I just got prayer, dude. Just like totally.
Obviously,
prayer.
we're drinking some Duvel.
Yeah.
Prayed the fuck out of it.
I prayed so fucking hard.
Dear Lord, please give us some beers.
Hashtag blessed.
Amen.
Yeah, dear Lord, sup, bro? I'm just chilling. How
Please give me the gift of spicy memes today. And some delicious
I need
beers.
some extra dank today, though.
are you? Please give me like the sickest barrels ever.
No acetic notes, bro.
Please give me the purity of this yeast.
Aged for 8 months and praise the Lord, came out fine.
Praise the Lord, bro.
So we're drinking Duvel. We're drinking a beer named after the devil.
Is this the first time we've had Duvel on the show?
I don't think so.
We talked about this before.
I think we've had it in the Going Blind.
Okay, but
That's
so
usually-
this is the first proper.
Yeah, I think so. I think
Proper tasting.
I think a lot of these classics came up in like blind tastings.
Right.
That's usually where we do the more classics. But I mean, Duvel is one of those beers that essentially like invented a style. You know what I mean? Like, Belgian strong. What is it called? Just Belgian strong.
Belgian
ale?
strong ale.
Golden Strong.
Golden strong. Thank you. Belgian
you go.
golden
Yeah,
strong.
Golden Strong.
It's a beer that so many people have copied and tried to perfect, and in the end, it's just there's Duvel. I mean,
Yeah, wasn't it the brewery's first beer ever that they made? Levids or something?
Levoods.
Levoods,
Yeah.
which
Oh,
is
yeah.
Duvel backwards.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, wow, I feel like a dumbass.
Oh, you
didn't know
get
that?
This is the second time you specifically have done that to me. The first time was Sukaba telling me it was abacus
Abacus.
backwards. And I was like, God damn it. And now
if you-
you've just done it again.
If you talk to David Walker or any of those dudes, speaking of Duvel, they call it abacus still. Like in the brewery,
Really?
Yeah.
it's on the board as abacus. We're brewing abacus tomorrow.
Yeah, they had to change it to Sacaba
Yeah.
for whatever
Some dumb
Copyright.
It's a
reasons,
wine
yeah.
winery.
bullshit.
Abacus winery.
Oh, that's annoying.
Some bullshit. And they're in wine country, so they got to be nice.
Yeah.
This is such a beautiful beer. Reminds me of like just it's a good food beer. You want to eat food with it.
Yeah.
It's a good blank palate beer.
Yeah, it's funny because like it's actually been a long time since I've just had straight Duvel. I'm surprised at how hoppy it is. It's got
Reminds me
like
of Mischief a little bit.
Yeah.
honestly, the thing that it reminds me a lot of is the Prost Pilsner that we just had. It has that like
Yeah, the noble hop character.
Yeah, it has that. Yeah, it has that very noble herbal
Got
like
the herbals
like
in
that,
the mouth
like it's like kind of perfumey
from the north
little
and to
bit, yeah.
the south. Anybody know any third base?
Nope.
Back in the day. All right, I'm showing my age. Herbals in the mouth, everybody. It's a song.
Is it really?
perfumey and like potpourri kind of thing?
Potpourri.
Wow, good call, John. Potpourri as fuck,
Dude, totally.
bro.
Well done.
That's
Grandma's
smells really
bathroom.
good.
Grandma's bathroom. Hey, Duvel guys, it smells like a bathroom in here. Your
Grandma's
beer smells like a
bathroom.
bathroom.
She got the potpourri thing sitting in a bowl, sitting there while you're peeing. European, because it's Belgium.
It's European.
Has anyone seen fresh potpourri ever?
No.
Like it's always dusty potpourri.
I think that's like literally antithetical to what potpourri is. I think it's specifically not fresh.
Dust is a character.
like who rotates out their potpourri?
Dude, you got to stir it up every day, bro.
You got to date your potpourri to make sure to rotate it out.
Set a reminder.
Potpourri is
Set a reminder.
the potpourri.
Set a reminder on your iCal.
best sniffed by.
It's like it's a Brita filter.
You know,
Put a
your
little-
Remember to check
a-
your
a- an
potpourri.
indicator on it or something.
Your potpourri has a very limited lifespan. You know. You really got to get back into Joann's and refresh that shit every once in a while.
Joy's favorite.
Change it up too while you're at it. Jesus Christ, no one wants lavender everywhere.
What other potpourri
know.
is there?
Lavender's the only one I
Yeah,
know because
is
it
there
might be the only
rose?
one.
Rose. Yeah, that's the
there
other
you
one
go,
I'm thinking of.
yeah.
I'm like, what's another grandma aroma? There's rose. there's
Chanel number
lavender.
5.
Chanel number 5.
Ben Gay.
No, not actual grandma. Grandma's house.
Sorry.
I don't want to know about literal grandma.
My grandma smelled like wine. She drink a
Wine
gallon
cigarettes.
of cigarettes and Chanel number 5.
My grandma smells
If
like
you combine
gin.
those three things, it's like I can recreate my grandma.
My
now.
grandma smells great. She smells pretty. You know, she smells fresh and clean and
smells like fresh
perfumey.
linens.
You know, I like the way my
Bring
grandma smells.
her over. Let's sniff your grandma.
She's been here. I've got her drunk before.
You're real complimentary about your grandma's aroma, dude.
Dude, I love my grandma. My grandma's the shit.
That's awesome.
I remember my grandma always used to like her sense of smell went out pretty early on, and so she used to like pour on the perfume when she would go out. And so it was one of those things like, you know, if you were in the car with grandma and you were going somewhere, the windows were down.
You know, I never connected those two reasonings. That makes so much sense.
Yeah, because people get old, and so they like
Yeah,
you
they
know
can't
it takes
smell.
yeah,
Oh, man.
exactly.
I think that's unfair to say. It's not because they get old. Like, oh, I'm getting old. I start to stink. Like, no.
No, it's because your
'cause they
sense of
can't
smell wears out. Yeah. And so, like,
so
they
put
like,
on as much as they think.
yeah. But
should.
it ends up being excessive.
Okay.
Because of all the cigarettes and cocaine they do.
Old people and their cocaine.
Old people and their cocaine, am I
Also
right?
makes some sense.
See, Kyle in the chat, like formaldehyde. That's not what we were saying. That's fucked up, dude. That's fucked up. You don't say that.
Do you guys get a little bit of
Formaldehyde?
acetaldehyde on this? It's like a little bit green apple-y.
Not at all.
You mean acetaldehyde?
Don't even go there.
How's acetaldehyde in it? Now I like it. Because I know what green apple smells like in beer.
You're such a brew rebellion, John.
I know. BR.
Shut the fuck up, Greg. We don't name names here.
Oh, I can.
I guess I get it a little bit.
A little bit.
I mean-
it's just like a little hint. It's just like a kind of adds another layer.
What's
One
the
of the
ABV
things?
of this beer? 8.5?
ABV is
Yeah. 8.5.
I know my ABVs.
8.5.
Yeah, because Europe.
Yeah.
Those
Is it really a
those
comma?
fuckers.
Nope, yeah, it is.
You ever heard of a point or a dot?
Yeah, and excuse me. Again, it's like it's so pillowy. You know, it's so soft. Like I always
So
expect
fluffy.
the beer. I always expect this beer to be more like bitter and harsh, but it's just
Pretty.
it's like drinking a hoppy cloud.
I just want a cheese plate with this beer.
Yeah.
Have you guys had the triple hop Duvel?
Nope.
No, but on their website it says that the current triple hop is Citra, which
They had it at La Bodega. I didn't get it. I should have.
Damn you.
See, I am always hesitant to get anything hoppy from Belgium because I'm just like, how long was this sitting?
Oh.
But
Oh,
beers
that's
like
true.
this, I think, are. I mean, they're not brewing it to be like an IPA.
Yeah,
you know, you're getting a rounded out kind of overall characteristic of that hop, and I think it will do better with time. And
It holds up. They're bottle
Yeah.
conditioned too, right?
yeah, which gives it a lot longer shelf life. Honestly, if you want a really good hoppy beer from Belgium, try Duranke's XX Bitter. Because it's not American hopped, it's continental hopped, but
Yeah.
it's hopped like crazy, and so it's a really unique like Belgian hoppy experience.
continental hopped.
Yeah, as far like Hallertau hops and Czechsas and
So no American hops.
no American hops,
And
yeah.
no British.
Syrian Goldings, like that kind of thing.
So if it's non-American, it's continental.
Oh, there's American, there's British, and then there's continental.
Oh, okay.
British,
Got it. Got it.
British isn't continental.
Now it all makes
Yeah.
sense. Okay, I get it.
That's why
Yeah.
they're exiting.
German hopped.
Yeah, that's why they're Brexiting.
That's why.
Sorry, data side guy.
This actually, now I feel a lot better about the beer I brought because it has a fresh dose of Styrian, not Goldings, but another variety.
Salea?
Yes.
Salea, they changed the name. Same hop.
Okay.
Delicious.
Let's move on to now we're gonna start dipping into the Trappist beers here.
Yeah, but Duvel, great beer.
Yeah, I
This is
mean
where the dudes wear like the monk suits,
they're wearing their monk outfits,
their monk costumes,
their monk suits.
So I
monk
think
costumes.
we're up to, what is it, 11 Trappist breweries? Or 10? Something like that.
I don't know.
There's 8. I think there's 6 Belgian. There's one in the U.S., the Spencers.
Yeah, there's one in Italy.
Yeah.
There's one in, I want to say Austria, is it?
Yeah, I think you're right. I think there's one in Austria. Hang on, Google will know. Trappist brewery.
Anyway, there's more than there were when I first got into beer, which was,
For sure.
I don't know, almost 10 years ago. 10 years ago, it was pretty much all just Belgian breweries. So we got 5 of those Trappist breweries for
Wow,
this
and
show.
they have a little Trappist logo on the bottle.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Yeah,
Nice.
it's like
It's-
the
it's not
new
a-
independent craft
It's not
brewer
an
logo.
ugly logo either.
No,
It's very pleasant looking.
it's not a drain pour bottle logo.
Yeah. All right, here we go.
I will say about that logo, the Brewers Association independent logo, it almost kind of looks like a tap handle too. Like, I know it's an upside down bottle, but it looks like a tap handle too.
I-
So
True.
I don't know.
So we're gonna be drinking some Westmalle Triple.
Yeah,
Greg,
the
you want to? Oh yeah, I got the opener. Here you go. Here's the list. Okay, so we've got in order of founding:
T-Raps.
Rochefort, Westmalle, West Vleteren, Chimay, Orval, Akel, which is actually Brewery Ders. I'm not even going to try to read that.
It's really long.
It's Akel, Koningshoven, which is La Trappe. By the way, all through Akel, those are all the Belgians. So after that, in the Netherlands, there's La Trappe. In Austria, there's Stift Engelzell, which was founded in 2012. 2013, there is Spencer, which is St. Joseph's
Yeah,
Abbey.
the beer was good.
That's the
It was-
first
it was
US
great.
Trappist brewery.
First American Trappist brewery, that's correct. And then a year later in the Netherlands was Brewery Abdi Maria Tovlucht. And then the that was 2014, and then also in 2014, Tre Fontana Abbey in Italy, and that's the most current one. And none of these.
Is that Dre Fontaine? No, he's not Abbey.
Tre Fontana,
Tre
which
okay,
is
Fontana.
Fontaine, Fontane, but it's Italian.
All right, gotcha.
So it probably also means the three fountains.
Sure.
Only it's Italian.
Gotcha.
But let's see here. I mean, they only 2 of these have capacity over 100,000 US barrels, and most of them average like 4,000 or so. So they're all pretty decent size, but still relatively small. But you want to talk about another like foundational beer? I mean, Westmalle Triple here. I mean, pretty much defines the triple style
For sure.
Yeah.
How many years? What's the age? What's when was Westmalle born?
Westmalle was born in 1836.
Wow.
Yeah, so I don't know if they've been continuously producing since then, but
God, this beer
there
smells
was
good.
There was the year the church burned down back in 1902, and then they rebuilt. And
yeah, one thing that I want to note about the Trappist beers is like the Trappist yeast strain. There's a few of them, like the Chimay strain is different from the Westmalle strain, but they all have a really distinctive bubblegum aroma to them, which I always thought was really interesting. Some of them are, a bit more present than others. We'll see when we get to the Chimay, but it always has this like bubblegum clove, like a really like specific, distinct kind of, ester profile to them, which kind of like defines the triple style. Because I mean, if you think about it, like a triple is essentially like what, like Pilsner malt, some Munich, and some candy sugar, which is
Pretty much.
more or less what Duvel is. But they're still 2 distinctly different styles, right? And it has everything to do with the yeast strain.
this one's notably hoppy. The hops come off as sort of peppery, and the finish on it's there's a booze character to it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's hot. Yeah, it's interesting. I was talking to Andrew Bell at one point, who works at the brewery, and after they went on their trip to Belgium, when they came back, he was talking about the Trappist beers and how they're surprisingly hoppy compared to what you get in the U.S. Like the hops tend to fall off really fast on these beers, and so when you go, even like the quads and stuff, like the doubles and the quads and stuff, are actually surprisingly hop forward.
Interesting.
So yeah, so I'm always curious about what this beer is like at the source, but
they're designed to hold up over time.
yeah, exactly.
They're still
designed
going to be delicious. Like Orval is one that, like, if you get it Belgian fresh, it's going to be hoppy because it's a hoppy pale ale, and then it's designed to evolve over time and kind of change flavors, but be delicious.
Which we do not have that this week.
It's all right.
I couldn't find it.
We've done Orval many
I
times.
just remember too. I have a West Veteran in my cellar.
Put it in
Got a
the
Westie.
freezer.
I mean,
man.
it's-
Westie 12. Do we want to do that?
Yeah. Put it. Go get a bucket of ice water. And
Should I
toss
put
it in.
it? Should I put it in the freezer? Get a little chill on it.
Throw it in the ice.
Yeah. I mean,
Okay.
how often are we going to be able to
come
put it next to
on.
all these beers? Yeah.
All right,
that's
I'll
true.
do it.
I mean, Westie. I'd give my left testy for a Westie.
But the Westmalle Triple, like, it's got a really nice. Pillowy is not an aroma, but it's like
it's a mouthfeel.
It's like a malty, soft smell is not a thing either. But that's how I describe some beers sometimes. Like it smells like it could taste like it's soft. I don't know. It's
Delicate, I guess.
Yeah, it's a malt thing though. It's a malt, and like the bubblegum thing, the bubblegum and clove thing. I think it's there, but it's very subtle.
It smells like hot biscuits in a way. Like, and you associate hot soft biscuits as soft and pillowy.
When you smell biscuits,
Get them hot biscuits in my mouth.
when you smell biscuits, don't you think soft? Because
I
they're
do, yeah.
going to be soft.
I'm trying to associate it. For
Yeah,
you.
that's
Well, it's
good
like
stuff.
it's like associating sour with a smell. You know what I mean? When you smell a beer, you like it smells sour. It doesn't that's not actually real, but like the kind of aromas that you're getting,
Right,
you
right.
associate with that sourness.
Your brain's going, this is going to be fucking sour, bro.
Yeah,
Get those
exactly.
taste buds ready.
Yeah, like the
Beep,
Libertine
beep,
beers.
beep, 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 beep. It sends a little message to your
those,
tongue.
Yeah, those Libertine beers, like you smelled them, you're like, this
Brace
is gonna
yourself.
hurt. Yeah. Brace for impact.
Sour's coming.
All right, let's do some Chimay action here because this is another
Shimmy over here.
this is another beer that I haven't had in a really long time.
Now, Chimay has the white, got the blue, it's got the red.
Yes, we are doing Chimay Blue,
Doing the blue.
the Grand Reserve, the grandest of all reserves.
Goddamn delicious. When I first had this beer, I wasn't a fan. It was like my brain just couldn't wrap my head around what the flavors I was having compared. It was like, what the fuck am I drinking?
Yeah, I remember
because this is like an early like 80s beer or something. I think.
Yeah, this is one of those beers that like
somebody gave it to me. I'm like, I don't know what the fuck this is.
this is one of those beers that is surprisingly widespread. Like you can get Chimay in like gas stations, you know.
Trader Joe's.
Yeah, exactly. And so the spread of Chimay has always been really surprising to me.
But it's one of those that kind of helped develop my palate in beer. Like over the time, I would try it like in every couple of years or so, and then it just grows on you.
Yeah, definitely.
I think the last time I had this was one of the New Year's, and we only got it because I was with a friend named Jimmy. So we got Chimay for Jimmy.
I remember
That was our reasoning.
I remember seeing a like an early like YouTube review dude who was just like, I drink beer and I talk about it on the camera.
Oh,
and it was
that
like,
dude still is out there. It's like
You know
it's
who
like
I'm talking
the
about?
Old, I think he's
he's
like
on
his
like
name's
review
Greg.
number 1,000 something. Yeah, this
his
is
name is
Greg's
Greg
beer
too.
reviews.
I think it's called Greg's Beer Reviews.
Yeah,
he's
yeah,
done
and-
like 5,000 or something.
and I remember he was like, you know, I wanted to guess. A friend of mine told me I should drink this beer, and so I went to the store and I got to the counter, and it was $11.50 for one bottle. $11.50, one bottle of beer. But I said, fuck it. And I drank it. Like, it was just the most amazing thing I've ever seen. And it was exactly like the kind of thing where like you can imagine so many people having this exact same response. Like a friend of mine told me to buy this. And it was expensive, but I said fuck it. And I think that was me too at one point.
That's amazing, dude.
And the funny thing is that he loved it.
Yeah,
Loved
nice.
it. So
This is amazing.
yeah, exactly. I think he was like, dude, that's freaking good. Like that was his response. So
So this beer,
yeah, bubblegummy, dude.
bubblegum and raisinets.
Yeah.
Not raisinets,
raisins.
just raisin, sort of like candied raisins.
Yeah, it's like that fruity raisiny like fig thing, you know. You take that
Candied
like
figs.
dark fruit and add sweetness.
Surprisingly
It
tart.
smells sweet.
It's got not tart, like sour. It's got like a nice bright.
It is really bright. It's got like a little bit of acidity to it. You can tell the pH is on the low side.
Yeah, not sour. You know,
Super dry and not a whole lot of heat either, which is surprising.
Wait, how strong is it?
8.5, 9, something like that.
9.
9.
Oh.
yeah, 9.
Yeah, all of these beers are
Belgium,
pretty,
dude.
pretty beefy.
That's the thing. If you want to get drunk, just buy one of these beers.
Yes,
because
one of them.
Holy shit balls! They're going to go down really easy. They're not going to fill you up. They're pretty light by design.
Yeah, easy drinkability, high alcohol.
High alcohol. Most of the alcohol is coming from sugar, not from malt.
Yeah.
That's why they're lighter in body.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's like
easy drinking.
it's a dark beer, and most of the color comes from the dark sugar that they use. You know, maybe a little bit of like Special B, like some dark crystal, but a lot of it's just from.
Matt's favorite malt.
Yep,
And if you like bubbles, get some Belgian beer.
high carbonation. Exactly.
I like me some champagne. It's like the champagne of beers.
No,
Sir.
no, dude,
Sir.
Just like that.
no, dude.
Sir.
You shut your damn mouth, Greg.
It's like the prosecco of beers.
What?
What's Prosecco?
It's a carbonated
Italian champagne?
Yeah, it's
basically?
Italian champagne, pretty much.
Oh. I'm glad all you guys know that.
Ooh la la.
Wow.
wine. We should have a prosecco show.
Prosecco.
The four vintners.
Prosecco, bro.
We should do that one show. Just everybody bring a random bottle of wine and let's try and break it down.
4 Prosecco,
We
bros.
don't know. We know nothing about wine, but we're just going to break
Hey,
it down.
you speak for your damn self. I think I know a thing or two about
I mean,
wine.
we know some.
Thank you very
Stuff.
much. I know the difference between a Sauvignon Blanc and a Sauvignon something else.
I've seen some
Pinot
on Netflix.
Grigio
I think I
Noir.
know a thing or two.
I know the difference between a Pinot Grigio and a Pinot Noir. But
This beer is fantastic.
Yeah, it's really good.
I want to buy some more of these
It's
today.
very drinkable. Jesus Christ, for
I'm just
9%
going to fill my
alcohol.
fridge with... Can I get a keg of Chimay Blue?
How much would
No.
a keg of Chimay Blue be?
you can't. I think
can't?
the only Chimay beer that comes in kegs is Chimay White, if I'm not mistaken.
I would get that too.
There was a while ago, some Belgian beer bars that just like specialize in Belgian beers were able to get like this weird Chimay Reserve. I don't know. I don't remember what it was. The red one. Maybe there was the red bottle.
No, because there's
On
a
keg.
there's a fourth Chimay.
I think that
that-
was the one. I don't.
Yeah,
I don't
it's
remember
like
what
it's like
it
the
was.
Chimay like table beer.
For Chimay's.
Yeah.
So this is Chimay Blue. I was gone when you guys were probably talking about this, but this is the Grand Reserve. Is that the same as just regular Chimay Blue?
Yeah, Chimay Blue is like Chimay Grand Reserve, same thing.
Okay, that's what I thought, but they kind of
just
changed
like-
up the artwork on the label and stuff.
Yeah,
So-
just like I think Chimay Red is Chimay Premier,
okay.
and then Chimay White is the yes, I am legal drinking age. Thank you very much.
I was born in 1900.
Fromages. No, that's not. That means cheese. Son of a bitch. No, that's not what I
Yeah,
want at
Chimay
all.
makes cheese too, by the way.
They do. They make Trappist cheese.
And they make jams.
Ooh.
What beer is? I don't need to know how to make beer, guys. Come on.
Do they kick out the jams?
Kick out the jam.
Here we go. Okay, so
Motherfucker.
yeah, so Chimay Grand Reserve is Chimay Blue. Chimay White is Chimay 5 cents. Red is Chimay Premier, and then there's also Chimay Gold, which I've never heard of. What the fuck is this?
That was
And
the
then there's
one,
also they also barrel age Chimay Blue, which barrel aging in Belgium isn't exactly a fine art.
I mean, wine barrels, maybe.
Maybe.
Really? Why do you say that?
I haven't because it seems like whenever I have a barrel aged Belgian beer, it always comes off as being like kind of woody and tannic and kind of hard.
As if it
Waterlogged?
were aged in a barrel.
Well, it's like you get all of the stuff that you don't want out of a barrel and none of the stuff that
Okay.
you do. You know,
Well-
like have you ever had any of like the barrel aged La Trappe beers? None of them were good.
I haven't had a lot of La Trappe beers.
Yeah, none of them were good.
Oh, shout out to Kyle. There's all the beers in the chat right there.
Nice.
Aha.
That is
Wish I could have found
somebody.
those sizes, by the way. Jesus.
Yeah, here we go. You got Chimay Doré,
You have to buy them in 4-packs, though.
which
I'm
is
okay with that.
yeah, it's beer look is limpid. Limpid. That's the thing that it says.
There's pills for that.
You're limpid.
How are you today, Matt? I'm limpid.
I'm kind of limp. I don't know, dude. I'm kind of limpid.
Dude.
Last night, I drank a lot last night. I drank a lot last night. Got kind of limpid. You know what I mean? Tried to bone down, but it didn't work.
Speaking
So-
of which, Yvonne's coming back tomorrow.
Hooray!
Speaking
After
of limpid,
Fucking month. Jesus Christ.
Um,
So sick of taking Betty out to pee at 4:30 in the morning.
Oh God.
So let's move on. Let's move on to Rochefort.
This is Rochefort
yes.
8.
Yeah,
I think 12 is
10.
or 10.
Yep.
That's the one that everyone digs, and they didn't have 10 at La Bodega.
Oh, it's
so.
okay.
Yeah, it's funny because like Rochefort, most of the times you can break up the classic Trappist styles to double, triple, and quadruple, more or less. Even though quadruple is super new and it's kind of just like a La Trappe thing.
Super new?
Like new is in like the 80s, which is
Okay.
comparatively, or like the 90s.
All right.
Which is compared to all the rest, it's pretty fucking new.
Super new to me is like last year. you
Yeah.
know, so it's a newer
Yeah,
classic style.
It's new as far as Europe goes.
Okay.
You know, where 40 years is new.
I always think of my friend Alex from the UK, who when I talk to him, I'm like, yeah, my house, it's like 5 years old. It's awesome. He's like, dude, my front door is older than your grandma. Oh, shit.
Yeah, what's
His house was built on a house. Like,
what's the Eddie Izzard line? It's like, I'm from Europe, where the history comes from.
yeah, exactly.
But Rochefort does a thing where they give their beer's numbers. So they've got Rochefort 6, Rochefort 8, and Rochefort 10, which I found out is degrees Belgian, which is like
It's like Play-Doh-ish.
yeah, it's like way higher. Essentially, the analog is if you take specific gravity. So like 10 Belgian would be like 1.100.
Mm-hmm.
So like 1 point. Sorry, I'm stumbling all over my words. Like 8 would be 1.080.
Okay.
That's like essentially the analog.
It's pretty close.
It's pretty close.
It sounds like they just simplified it for themselves. Like this is an 8, this is a 6, this is a 10.
Well, it's really old, so like it's one of those. It probably like they
so
picked it up
was there
like
before.
yeah,
got it.
Or so who knows if the British picked it up from them, then added something. Who knows how they did the
Okay.
math? 200.
Let
years
me do
ago.
another Nagel, correct me if I'm wrong, statement.
Okay.
Belgians were traditionally like most of their beer styles revolve around their mash tun size because they're taxed on their mash tun size.
That's correct.
okay.
Yeah, and so that's
right.
one reason that they use a lot of sugar to get up the
To beef it
ABV. Yeah, because they were taxed based
That's
on mash tun,
interesting.
and so they would always have low ABV beers, but they would just add a bunch of sugar into the kettle to jack up their
Game in the
their alcohol.
system.
Exactly.
Nice.
Yep.
And that's how we have these really fucking high alcohol beers.
I
Yeah.
love that story. That's so cool.
that
Yeah,
Rad.
and that's why the beers are so high alcohol, but they're so dry. Is because they're
punk
just
rock
using
right there.
straight sugar. Yeah, yeah. It's a very middle finger to the man. You know what I mean? Oh, you want us to have lower alcohol, so you tax us on the mash tun. Well, we're just gonna add sugar. So go
What
fuck
about
yourself.
sugar?
Yeah,
We don't know what it is, but it likes it.
yeah, exactly.
So this beer
You-
to me
just-
smells like a strawberry Band-Aid.
Oh wow!
No?
For me, I can see that.
Yeah,
I get the strawberry.
it kind of does. It has
get-
it has a weird like phenolic thing happening.
I get like evergreen tree, like Douglas fir.
Okay.
Have you ever
I can
like
see
chewed
that.
on a pine needle?
I can see that.
Just real quick, you guys, you should look up the Rochefort website.
Reminds me of cocktail bitters.
It looks they're
Yeah, a little bit.
it looks
I can see
like
that.
it was this website was built like in the 90s just with like one of the monks knew HTML and so that's how they built their website.
That's all good.
Yeah,
It's like HTML.
I mean they are
Meta tag.
they are an Abbey, so I guess you can only say so much. One of their tabs is useful information.
A
I want to see the useful information.
You know, I'm
Equals.
always down for useful information.
Oh, that's
Like,
the address, office schedule, hospitality, and-
1998 front page.
I mean,
Oh,
in
totally.
America right now, we have a lack of useful information. So we need that tab for America.
No doubt.
Make America useful again.
That's what I was saying when I was traveling around. It would be great if every brewery had like one tab on their website that had like an outer towners page. Like if you're coming to our brewery, here's where to park. Here's
good
our to-go
idea.
policy. Here's the major styles that we do. Here's when we're founded. Blah blah blah.
quick look.
Just a quick look.
Know what you could
a
do?
snapshot.
Make a video with all of that info in it that's like 3 minutes long.
Even
so
if it's
before you
1
go
minute.
there, you watch the video and it's like, okay, welcome. And it's like it's
Here's
a
what it
well done
looks
video
like.
where it's like this is
Yeah.
the entrance to the brewery.
Very easy.
Remember when the brewery
Seems like there's a
didn't
market
have a
for
front
that.
door?
Yeah,
You had to like the brewery had a front door, but it went into the offices of the brewery,
Yep.
and now that's the actual front door.
okay.
Well, you had to go to the side. So if you've never been to the brewery, it's like
You're pulling
on the door. Like,
handles
how do I
and-
get into the brewery? Like, I want beer, and you see people walk around the corner, and you're like, oh, okay.
Oh, here we go.
And then once you got
I've
in
done
there, it's like I'm surrounded by all this metal and wood. Like, where do I get beer? And there's this island where you can
and all
get,
the beer names are weird, and you're like, I have
It's just
no idea
so
what to order.
intimidating. So I mean, it was
We've
cool.
all been there, man.
It's cool because I reminisce on how awesome the old brewery was. But for someone who's never been there, it sucks. It's overwhelming.
Yeah.
Almost, especially if you have like social anxiety issues. Like you don't want to look stupid walking around.
Oh, totally.
Yeah.
Looking
I
to
felt
get
so
into
stupid.
a brewery.
I'm like, I'll take a film.
The
Filmish-mish? Yeah.
a film. I'll take a filmish. You guys, this beer is gross.
It's not that good.
It's not that good.
No, it's not.
Something's wrong with it.
I'm really upset by this.
It's kind of
Like,
gotten old.
Yeah, that strawberry Band-Aid thing is like double in the
it's
flavor.
super plasticky and like band-aidy.
Yeah,
This
Seems
sucks.
like it seems oxidized in a weird way.
it's like under fermented too. I don't know,
I
or
think-
maybe it's under conditioned. I would assume it's bottle conditioned.
I think
it's
autolysis
carbonated,
is taking
but
over.
yeah,
Where?
Maybe
I
it's
don't
got
know.
some
I
cola
don't,
notes.
I don't get autolysis. I mean, autolysis is like
Meaty.
Yeah, like more meaty, savory
get
kind of thing.
Coke-
I get
Coca-Cola, like and Douglas fir.
I get John's like plastic thing. I mean, it's really like plasticky, like phenolic. Honestly, I think
super
it's
phenolic.
I think it's infected. Honestly,
Maybe. They can all be winners.
They don't really have any kind of
I'm not going to hate on
bottling data or anything
Rochefort, though.
Yeah.
that I can understand.
I think it's on the cap if I'm not mistaken.
Oh.
Damn Trappists.
Yeah, nope, I was wrong.
It was a trap.
Trappistas.
trap.
Yeah, there it is right there. It's an 8.
Yep, no information whatsoever. Oh well. Well, Rochefort 10, that's classic. So try that one, I guess.
Happy Belgian Independence Day.
Belgium.
Oh my god!
So-
Caught me with a mouthful of water.
So I want to move on. I'm really excited that you got this one, John, because this is Akel. And
I didn't see Alcal too much.
yeah,
What is that?
Akel is like probably like the least known of the Trappist beers because I'm pretty sure this is the only beer that they make.
They got the ghetto gold cap.
Ghetto.
Yeah.
Come on, Greg.
I mean,
hating on the gold.
it's pretty ghetto. There's
Hey.
no, they don't have their logo on it.
Uh.
Look at like,
It's not a good word to use.
okay,
Um,
it looks homebrewy.
There
Oh.
you go. Okay.
homebrewy is a better
Insult the homebrewers instead.
Yeah, that's a better way to put it.
Greg is digging a hole.
I mean, okay, if it was ghetto, it would be a screw top.
I-
It's not a screw top.
Just ghetto is.
So this beer was originally, according to the
ghetto.
Shelton Brothers website.
I was born and raised in Rialto.
Kyle says Strawberry Band-Aid is BFFs with Dusty Cocoa. So
I need to
it says
reevaluate my relationship with Dusty Cocoa.
She keeps some strange bedfellows.
so. This beer again is relatively new compared to the other Trappist breweries. This was started brewing in 1998.
Oh,
Really?
I didn't know that.
Who was under the watchful eye of Brother Thomas, the previous brother brewmaster at Orval, Westmalle, and Westbledderen.
Okay.
First new Trappist brewery in Belgium since 1931, and still just one of 6 in the country. And also, this is one of the smallest. And actually, they do 3. They do the blonde, the brune, and extra. And we're drinking the extra, which is essentially like their like double quad. Their big dark, strong beer.
And for me, at least, this is the one I see all the time. Like, I didn't know they made 3 different beers.
Yeah, neither did I, honestly.
I mean, unless they have the same label for those 3 beers and there's some kind of minor, thing that differentiates them. But I don't know.
Yeah, and also a very HTML website.
They're fucking monks, man. Give them a break.
I'm just saying. I'm
Dude, our website would be very HTML if not for WordPress. So, I mean,
I mean, look at these other 2 caps, man.
There's a guest house.
Okay. Yeah. That's
These are pretty nice. Nice looking caps.
all right, show us the cap. Show us the ghetto cap,
West
Greg.
Mall.
Come on. Give it to Matt so he can put it on camera.
Here you go, Matt.
Oh, am I responsible for this?
Yeah.
Here's 3 caps. Guess which one Alcal is.
Put your
Okay.
camera over there, Matt.
All right.
Here.
There's
the bottom?
There's a good one. That's
Hey,
there's a
looks
pretty
like-
one.
Alcal.
How about boring? Why they gotta be
plain.
ghetto?
It's
It's
homebrewy.
just plain.
Homebrewy.
It's plain.
Just I don't know,
Okay,
ghetto.
so
You're ghetto.
check out this language right here. The monks don't want to keep them. The monks don't want to keep for themselves the beautiful present which they received from God's hands, such as a rich liturgical life of prayer, which as a song of praise ascends to heaven in a magnificent quiet nature.
Oh my God, wow.
Therefore,
Proselytize, bro.
with no E, visitors are welcome to attend the choral prayers and the daily holy mass. He who will come makes a clear choice to stay in the stillness, to join himself in the prayer of the monks, and to set himself to spiritual deepening. It is not possible to stay for more days.
Namaste.
That's it. That's what they have to say.
this is the holy liquid.
Yeah, it is.
Holy juice.
Um,
Smells like beer.
Yeah, see this to me almost smells more like just quote unquote Belgian beer. You know, it has that like kind of fruity, spicy thing. It's kind of reserved.
Yeah.
You know, it's not as like super in your face with the esters as the other ones are.
It's like banana bread without the banana.
It smells great.
It smells really good.
Wonderful.
Yeah, it smells really good.
Like, you're not selling this well enough. This is great.
It's really peppery. It's surprisingly
All the flavors were top.
yeah.
Oh, man. What is this?
It does taste
It's
like
very fruity.
I said, banana bread without the bananas. It's got that
Yeah, it has
That
like
brown-
9.5. God
brown
damn
bread,
it.
yeah, it has more
dessert bread.
It still has that like, you know, raisin fig thing, but it's not as like super sweet.
Oh yeah.
As far
Nice
as
and
like the
dry.
esters go, you know, like the Chimay was like, it was sweet but not sugary. You know what I mean? Where it gave you like the impression of sweetness just because of the esters.
Yeah.
But it wasn't like, you know, syrupy or like sugary or anything. Like this doesn't have that same impression of sweetness.
Yeah, for sure.
You know what I mean?
It's
This
got
comes
some
off
booze.
heavier than the Chimay did.
It
to
comes
me.
off more full, yeah.
Yeah, it's in a good way though. Like it's a
I
savory,
agree. I agree.
chewy beer.
Savory
you
and
know?
chewy. Very, very
Yeah.
good descriptors.
It's kind of ghetto-y too.
I kind
you
of
know?
want a bull to crash through the wall.
You want what?
I think a bull's going to crash through the wall at any second drinking this beer.
A ball?
A bowl.
Because a bowl.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh, got it.
Oh, no,
I thought you meant because we were in the ghetto and they're taking down our homes.
Oh shit!
Like,
Foreclosed, motherfuckers! Get the
I'm
fuck
talking
out!
Schlitz malt liquor, man.
Oh, you can't visit the brewery.
Oh.
That sucks.
Because
Unless
it's in the
Hashtag-
ghetto.
Mass.
gentrification.
Because it's in the ghetto of Belgium.
What was
Does
once
that even exist?
Was the ghetto?
Yeah,
is now-
even-
isn't
like
that where
farmland.
Cantillon is?
Cantillon's
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's true. Huh? Yeah.
Cantillon's in
Like,
the mud.
and right down
In
that block is
Brussels.
where the terrorist attack
Yeah.
happened.
Exactly. Oh God. Yeah.
Thankfully, they didn't hit Cantillon.
They did. They did.
Did you watch
None
the
of the
HBO
barrels
doc,
were harmed.
Matt, about Eagles of Death Metal?
No, I didn't. I need to.
Dude.
I heard it's really good.
I have a lot of respect for that band now.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
Um,
I had no idea. Like, never mind.
Yeah.
Watch the documentary.
they're from
It's
they're
really-
I will.
They're from down the road.
That's fascinating.
But you guys, this website is amazing. It really is.
Well, we can't see that on the radio.
The monastery of Achilles, somewhere in an out of the way place of the Flemish country. I'm sorry, you guys. Hang on a second.
Dude, it's just a basic website with text. Why are you hating so much?
Hang on a second. Somewhere in an out of the way place of the Flemish country, hidden between fields and forests on the boundary with the Netherlands, situated near the water of the Tongelreep, you find the Achilles. For more than 3 centuries, this place has been hallowed by Orat Labora, pray and work, according to St. Benedict's spirit. Already in 1656, there was an I can't keep going. I can only go for so long.
Oh, my camera stopped working on my iPhone.
No.
Oh,
Oh,
And look at this
your
photo.
ghetto
I was
ass
gonna take.
iPhone.
Look at that.
thanks, Apple.
That would have been a good photo.
I know.
Yeah.
Too bad Apple sucks.
No.
Try
Anyway.
rebooting, like
Turn-
force quit the camera.
Have you tried turning it off and turning it back on?
I haven't yet. No,
Are you sure?
Do you
it's
have
connected?
schmegma on your lens? Maybe
there might be
Ew.
Or,
some Famunda cheese.
Something about that just like smells really bad.
all right. Should I get the
Sounds
Westie or no?
We have the La Trappe.
Oh, all right. Well, wait.
So honestly, you guys, I think the Akel is the winner for me so far. This
Oh.
is really fucking good.
Greg's going for it. I
Oh,
see,
you're just
I
gonna
see
let-
what you're,
are you
I
just
see
gonna
what
let
you're
it
doing
pop?
there, buddy. You're gonna break a light bulb.
Yeah, you really should get that away from the light bulbs.
And dude, oh
Yeah.
I was just picturing foam spewing on my new carpet.
Oh no. My glass is ready.
You can't assume that this carpet is going to stay in this good of a condition for very long. In the beer
Keep
room.
it new for at least a couple months. Come on.
So what you just heard
That's asking a lot.
opening was La Trappe. Trappist quad.
It's La Trappe. Sorry, I don't often make Star Wars
All right.
references.
Don't
Jack
apologize.
Don't be a Star Wars apologist.
Did you see at the end of the latest Star Wars film, they had the actor who plays that character say, "It's a wrap."
God.
It's great.
It's a wrap.
The fuck?
Yeah.
So we mentioned this a little bit earlier, but La Trappe is.
Oh man, they work real quick. That chat though, it's
He
great.
had that waiting. What beers are they drinking? What memes can I make?
Look at that luscious hair though.
Yeah, it is pretty luscious. Thank you.
That's a GABF metal photo right there.
Oh,
is it really?
That's why it's the afterglow.
It was the
I fucked. You guys fucked up my story. What was I talking? I was talking about.
La Trappe.
Oh, La Trappe. It's La Trappe. So La Trappe kind of invented the quadruple style. Like everyone did the like Belgian dark strongs. There was already like Saint Bernardus had the 12. Rochefort had the 10. I think La Trappe was the first one to call it a quadruple after the whole double and triple thing. They're like, well, let's do 4.
Quad, baby.
Yeah. So like they kind of did quads and made them a thing. So I'm kind of interested because I don't remember the last time I had this
So
beer.
they invented the quad style?
At least they named it.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
They coined the term.
Smells like Hubba Bubba.
This is bubble gummy.
That smells so good.
Wow. This is real bubble
God,
gummy.
it's making me want to grip my teeth.
Sorry,
Like sugary bubblegum.
Makes me want to chew it.
chewy.
Oh my god. I miss Jason.
I was still trying to think of like what that joke was. Like that was the punchline of a joke, and the punchline itself is just
It's
so
just funny.
funny.
Have you guys been thinking what would Jason say right now?
Yeah,
Like,
exactly.
this whole session so far?
Seriously.
I have been.
When you asked me to come, I was like, "Oh man, I don't know nearly enough references to bring up to Jason. It's just I can't."
Can you
Those are-
sing more for us? That'd be great.
I'm going Brett. That's the best I can do.
No, you take that
That's the
back.
best I
You
got.
take that back, you son of a bitch. Get out.
How dare you?
So yeah, you just talk about
Gold.
bubblegum, you guys. Holy shit.
Dude, La Trappe should make bubblegum.
They do.
I would
called the
buy,
Trappe quadruple.
I would buy their bubblegum.
Chew on it.
Jesus. Wow.
So I'm chewing on some gum here.
I'm going to bet $5 that La Trappe's website is super nice.
Oh man, this is good. This is really good.
Okay, like
Shit.
La Trappe, taste the silence.
Why does it taste like bubblegum?
Oh yeah, immediately they're asking for my date of birth. Yeah, you guys.
Oh my god.
Hang on.
Scan your passport.
Oh my god, yeah, you
I
guys.
don't know why that's so funny to me.
This website is legit. This actually looks like a brewery website. They also have like a shit ton of beers. Holy fuck, man. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 beers that they make.
Wow.
This is actually one where I've seen more of their beers on shelves before.
Yeah.
You know,
This is Q25 on the label. Does that mean they've been around for 25 years? Yeah, there it is. 91 to.
oh, yeah, I guess so.
2016.
What's the ABV?
All right.
ABV is 10%.
10.
Just take a wild guess.
Straight up
It's either
10.
9 or 10.
Straight up 10.
Well, I mean, they have a double that's 7%, a blonde that's 6.5. They've got a wit. La Trappe makes a wit beer, wit de Trappist, which is 5.5, and then pure, PUUR, pure.
Pure.
It's actually a pretty
Pure.
nice embossed bottle. I've never really even looked at a La Trappe bottle before.
Yeah.
That's pretty legit.
Okay, nice.
This is one of the last Trappist breweries I've ever tried, like in the line of trying Trappist breweries.
Now, can we
and
taste?
it was like I was impressed. Like,
Oh, the pure beer is called pure because it's Skull certified and brewed with green energy, and it also uses organic malted barley and organic hops.
Sweet.
How about that?
Can we taste the silence for about 3 seconds?
That was good.
All right, thanks.
you
that was
asked
good.
for silence and you made the noise.
I don't know if the mics picked it up though.
And maybe not.
He's like, can I get you some silence real quick? Thanks, guys. Oh man, they have recipes for pairing. Dude, this website is dope. I'm not gonna lie.
Recipes?
Yeah, they got La Trappe has recipes on their website.
Food recipes or?
No, like what? Yes, of course, food recipes. They've got grilled chicken fillet with pumpkin puree and Cajun seasoning.
Oh, Jesus.
Fillet of trout with celeriac and apple.
Wow.
And pastries with cod fillet, curry, and leek rings.
All right.
Leek rings.
That seems crazy.
Seems like
Yeah,
a disease.
that's what I get the morning after night of drinking.
Some
Get
leek
those leek rings. Oh fuck! I got the leek rings, you guys.
I would pair this beer with blueberry donuts.
Oh yeah, cool.
It'd be delicious.
I can see that.
Does that sound good?
Yeah.
This beer kind of reminds me of blueberry donuts for some reason.
I could get that. I mean, it still has that like baking spice thing. It's got like that really like bright fruitiness. Yeah, I could.
I'm not sure I've had a blueberry donut.
It'd be like a really
I
cakey
love
donut
blueberry.
for me. I don't know. That's what I'm picturing, as opposed
Cakeys.
to like a light, airy one. You know,
Yeah, some with more
Like a-
density
yeah,
to
a little
it.
more
Dense
dense.
donut.
Yeah.
At first, I thought you said a kinky
old-fashioned.
donut, and I'm like, what kind of
Cake, not
where do
kinky.
you get that?
Old fashioned.
I mean, it's
Jake
just
likes
like
the
to wear
kinky
leather
donut.
and-
yeah. I was gonna say it's like a donut, only it's got a ball gag.
Well, now someone has to make that now. It's got to be a thing now.
Donut, kicky donut.
It's a Fat Mike donut.
glazed.
Blueberry. I'm sure. I think Donut Friend has they got to have blueberry donuts, right? I mean,
They do. I think I had one. That's my favorite thing in the world is blueberry donuts.
But Donut Factory or Donut Friend, if you're listening, I'm sure Mike would love if you made a ball gag, fucking whatever donut.
it would have to be just like a cherry in the middle, and then like two like chocolate stripes on either side.
a ball gag,
Right? Yeah. That would be amazing.
yeah, or goatsy donut.
Jesus Christ. You just like make
Fingers on the
two
side.
fingers of chocolate.
No, see,
One with a ring on it.
no.
All right.
Throw up now. There's chocolate coming out of the hole.
No,
All right, baby.
man.
No, the hole would have to be pink inside.
Oh god.
We've just crossed the line. So
There goes that Belgian retweet.
yeah, right. Yeah, the monks are not going to retweet us now.
Okay, so Kyle
pay for them.
put a photo in the chat of a donut on a ball gag leather, but if you look, there's a watermark, so it's like it's a stock photo. So someone made a stock photo of a sprinkly donut as
On a ball gag.
What the fuck?
It's trademarked.
You gotta pay money to use that photo, like without the watermark.
Eric says I drank too much chocolate rain, so I have the leak rings.
It's a very common problem.
I think
we
you
get that Westie?
Yeah, it's time to break out the Westie here.
Speaking of chocolate rain, I just saw it on the shelf at a liquor store by my house.
Yeah, that happens now, doesn't
Chocolate rain.
it?
Vanilla snow.
Nobody's buying you these days at $45. Chocolate rain.
Dude. Yeah, that's like a thing now, man. It's crazy how like all of these like super like, you know, rare sought after beers are now just turning it up on the shelves because people go crazy. Like the breweries go nuts for them. Fucking Pugachev's. That's how that beer is now. I mean, I see that thing turning up the shelves. Oh yeah, I see that in like fucking Bevmos, dude.
It's a good beer.
They have like it's a great beer.
Yeah.
Like, I mean,
One
you know,
are tiny.
I say a lot of things about Hangar 24, but goddamn is Pugachev's a great beer. And it's turning up the shelves at a fucking
Oh.
Bevmo now. It's amazing.
Didn't they have like a...
At least that one does pretty well
Club?
with a year on it, though.
That's true. That does very well with a lot
Didn't they
of
have a
time.
club or something you had to join to buy those or something?
No, you to get like, you know,
The variants.
the Mocha
Oh,
or like
gotcha.
Pugachev's Grand Reserve and shit.
Yeah, Royale,
That's the one.
the
Pugachev's
little
Royale.
tiny 12 ounces.
Yeah.
I will say though, someone came into
Which was
La
fantastic.
Bodega when I was there buying these beers, and they asked Kim for if she
Plenty?
had white chocolate. And she's like, "Yeah, it's right over here."
Oh,
and
man.
he picks up she picks it up. He's like, "Oh, right, awesome." And I was like, "See, that's awesome." Like,
I like
That
white
is
chocolate.
pretty cool.
I remember when I was that guy, and now he can buy white chocolate at a fucking liquor store. Like,
Yeah.
that's amazing.
White chocolate's amazing.
So, it's really bizarre to see white chocolate on shelves. And Black Tuesday.
I'm all about the white
what's
mocha.
going on?
Black Tuesdays on shelves?
No, it will be.
Yeah.
It's coming.
I don't know.
guarantee it.
I don't know. They
Yeah.
do
Chocolate rain, yeah.
they do really well selling that shit online every year.
It's
you know?
coming. It's coming.
So,
I'm coming.
all right, you guys. We've got the Westie 12. Oh yeah, again, that's the 12 coming back into play. So it's 12 degrees Belgian. Westy 12. I mean, should we talk about the Westy 12 legend here?
This was, yeah, for sure. I think it deserves merit for maybe people who are not like, I don't know, 5 years ago beer nerd.
True. I mean, so Westy 12 for years and years and years and years was like the best beer on the world on pretty much every beer rating site. And a lot of it had to do with the fact that to get it, you had to go to Belgium. Like,
Well, it's still that way.
You had to, yeah, that's true. We'll get to that. For many years, you had to go to Belgium. You had to call the brewery, hope that this beer was available today. You had to call a phone number that was usually busy. There was like one monk answering the phone, and then they would like give you a time. You would drive out there.
Monk Jim here.
yeah.
How can I help you?
Yeah, get in. Yeah, well, from what I understand, actually,
Westy.
from what I understand, it was very like it was very like it was essentially like the Belgian version of like ring ring. What? Yeah, we've got this beer. Okay, come at noon. Yeah. So I but so that was the thing. Like there was this whole like legend like wrapped around it, right? And then the monastery started essentially falling apart because they weren't making enough money. And so I think once or twice, maybe 3 times, has it come to the States?
At least twice.
At least twice.
Yeah.
They decided to make a bunch of Westy 12, put it in essentially like gift packs, and release it in the U.S. And it was like people went nuts for this because it was the first time, especially the first time. It was the first time that Westy 12 was available in the United States. You could go down to your liquor store and buy it.
What was it, like $200 or 75?
No. It was like $100 or something like
$100,
that.
70 to $100.
$70, somewhere
it was
in there.
cool. You got like a
4 bottles.
I don't know. It was a
4 bottles in a glass in a box.
kitschy looking packaging, but
Sure.
you got 2 glasses and 6
Yeah.
bottles. I think.
Yeah, like what's the triple that you always see in like the gift pack?
I don't see many gift packs.
There's a specific one that whose name is escaping me that you always see like the gift pack every year during Christmas time.
I think it's Duvel, right?
No,
Yeah,
it's
That's one that I have seen.
That's
with
one
the
of
glass.
them. Yeah. Triple Carmelite is the one that I'm thinking of. You always see like Triple Carmelite gift packs, and so that's kind of that it had. And then it was released in the U.S. and then strangely enough, it fell off of number 1 of every rating list. So,
So this is from the original like first run.
Oh, really?
That's the only one I bought.
Oh, cool.
Like I didn't buy the second one. I got this I think from La Bodega too. They got a good amount of them.
Yeah, it was one of those things that you like if you wanted to get it, you had to like know the liquor store owner, or you would like get on a list and like that kind of stuff.
Turns out I do.
It's got a little oxidation on it, but not anything offensive.
That's good.
I think it's great. Yeah. I think it's
like-
held up.
It's not bubblegummy at all.
Raisiny.
Yeah, it's really raisiny, dark fruit, baking spice.
Malty and raisiny and spicy. Yeah, like baking spice. Yeah.
It's very decadent.
This was a good way to end this show.
It's a lot sweeter than the other ones. That's for sure.
This beer stands out from the rest.
Look, you guys.
Like
look,
I think in a big way.
look, goosebumps.
That raised hair.
Gave me goosebumps.
It really is. Honestly, dude. I'm not gonna lie. Like this stands out. You're right. This stands out against all of them, which is funny because when this first came back out, like I was kind of a hater. I didn't like it that much.
I'm going to say this too. If you bought the first round of Westy 12 that were shipped to the US, open it now. This is tasting really, really good.
Yeah.
Like,
For sure.
I mean,
It's like if you took like the Akel and then you like amplified it, then you would end up with this.
It's like an
You know what I
Imperial
mean?
Cal.
Like yeah, like it has the same balance that the Akel has, except it's like sweeter, it's stronger. It's like it's the fruit presence is a little bit more in your face.
it's almost
not
like
a number.
It's a raisin, almost chocolatey kind of thing. Like
Yeah.
borderline.
The booze is there too, but it plays a part in the whole parfait of things happening.
Yeah, it's
Because it's 10.2. That extra 0.2.
10.2.
That extra point two really does it. Really puts it over the edge.
That's where it is. Yeah.
I'll be honest. I
Yeah.
was expecting to hate this going in.
I've had it not so great before. Maybe it was a second
Same.
run or something.
We
Yeah.
had this on a going in blind also.
and it wasn't. I remember we didn't like it all that much, right?
But that was, I think, about a year ago. So maybe a year, or maybe that was a weird
I think
bottle.
also having
I
it
don't know.
kind of in context with other beers of
True.
the nation. You know,
Yeah,
other
I
Belgian
agree with
beers
that.
really kind of
Yeah,
sets
we've
your
been
palate.
drinking all Belgian
Yeah.
beer, so our palate is basically
really
tuned
shifts
to that
you,
right
yeah.
now.
Yeah.
That's
We're
a
in
good
Belgium.
point.
Yeah.
I think in going in blind, if you've had like a, I don't know, Firestone Walker Union Jack,
I was gonna say,
and the next
yeah,
beer
try
is
this next to an
this,
IPA.
you're
It's
gonna be like,
kinda
oh, this
weird.
is gross. It's like drinking orange juice after brushing your teeth, kind of thing.
Yeah.
It's not going to be good.
Pickles and milk.
Yeah,
Milk, Jesus.
One of the all-time worst pairings.
Never even occurred to me.
Yeah, don't do it.
Okay.
almond milk over here, or hemp milk.
Either
Hemp
way,
milk?
either way, it's going to be work.
It's made from hemp.
I didn't know hemp. I didn't know hemp had
It
nipples.
tastes like almond milk.
Okay.
I didn't know hemp had nipples, John.
Honestly, there's no reason to drink milk after not drinking milk for 3 or 4
I don't
years.
drink milk at all.
God damn it! Like almond
is
milk and
gross.
all the alternatives, they're great. You can make it yourself.
Yeah,
It's
we
just
drink a lot of
almonds and
almond milk in my
water.
house too. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean milk is delicious, but
I really like milk. You know what I started drinking actually is lactate, which is essentially just like milk that has an enzyme in it to break down the
Yeah,
lactose.
my kid does that too.
Oh.
Yeah, and I'm not gonna lie, tastes just like regular milk.
Yeah, you couldn't tell
Oh,
the difference.
It's delicious.
do you have issues? Is that why you started drinking it, or?
I poop too much.
I'm serious.
No, I poop too much.
Too much Pope.
You're the Pope?
See, if Jason was here,
Maybe you're lactose intolerant. No, I poop too much.
Start brewing
pooping.
Belgian beers all the time.
Pooping
You
all the
can't
time,
stop.
Matt.
It's a Beavis and Butthead.
if
reference.
Jason were here,
then I get tired.
We miss Jason.
we'd have like a 5-minute tangent right now.
I don't know enough references.
I
I'm
poop
sorry.
too much. Then I get tired.
Yeah, 90% of Jason's references go over my head, but I just laugh along.
Oh, I am glad you broke this out, John.
This is phenomenal.
this
Thank
was
you. Yeah.
It's really good.
probably the best run.
Because I've seen it actually on the shelves in Costa Mesa, and I looked at
What?
the price tag and went, nah, that's not. So-
Individual bottles, or
Yeah, individual bottles.
of this with this,
Oh, they probably
on
like
it?
broke. They probably like broke them out of the pack.
or was it like the blank bottle with the
I
cap?
think it was the blank bottle.
Yeah, that's actual like this. If
that's
if it
gray
has-
market
if it
shit right
has
there, dude.
This,
Oh, yeah.
this is the U.S. import. Like the regular Westie has nothing. It's just the cap.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
I can see why they're charging, and they shouldn't be selling it. But you know, whatever.
This is illegal.
Yeah, they get a lot of stuff that I'm like, I know that doesn't
Which
distribute
place?
over here.
No, I'm not gonna
Yeah, let's not call them out because you can't actually do that.
Just beep it out. Beep it out. Smoke signal it to me.
Right on.
You probably know. Or-
So Belgium, you guys, fucking A.
Is it high?
Yep.
Yep.
If you want to find Four Brewers online, you can find us on Facebook, on Twitter, on Snapchat, on Instagram. You can find all that information on fourbrewers.com. If you want to find us on YouTube, all of our sticky, icky YouTube content, you can find all that stuff on fourbrewers.com/YouTube. If you want to join us live, you can join us. What's the website? It's fourbrewers.com/live. It's that one.
What is the website?
What's the website more?
Give us a
I don't know.
review. Give us a review on iTunes. We want your 5 stars. If you want to get in touch with us directly. Oh, no, wait. If you want to give us money, go to patreon.com/fourbrewers.
Give us some money, see?
If you want to get in touch with us directly, hit us up at feedback@fourbrewers.com. And by gum, brew the shit out of it.
All hell Belgium.
That key change, though.
Jesus Christ.
All right, that was fun.
Buy gum.
Buy gum.
Buy
Buy
gum.
a shit ton of gum.
Buy gum, lads.
Okay.
God damn, this beer's good.
So
though.
if you're watching
So,
the live video stream,
what time is
if
it?
you're hanging out in the chat, I'm assuming you are. Otherwise, what are you even doing?
Oh, I didn't turn my phone back.
I'm gonna embed episode 3 for session 59. You can reload, and we'll be back in about
Reload.
I don't know 10-ish minutes, something like that. All right. So thanks for hanging out for episode 2, vamping, and goodbye.